To start out, you need 2 pieces of paper. You're going to take one paper and you're going to fold it in half the tall way, or I also call this the long way. Here I realized I made a mistake. So you're going to watch this in fast motion. I made little dots in the middle of the top, in the middle of the side, in the middle of the bottom to create my curved line, but I accidentally had the fold on the wrong side. The folded edge of the paper needs to go on the left. And I just realized I made a mistake. So, oops, this is good to show you guys. You want to make sure that you're not cutting on the folded edge. The folded edge needs to be on this side. So let me redo this. So once it's folded, make sure this is your folded edge on the left. Let me make my dots one more time. And I'm going to just curve this outward. Curve this outward. You know, it doesn't have to be so perfect. That seems fine. Now I'm just going to cut it out. Make sure that both pieces are together. Be very careful when cutting. And that's it. This is finished for the body shape. And then I'll just make sure that this part goes on the back. So I'm going to put this to the side. Now I'm going to take this one. I'm going to fold this a different direction. I'm not going to fold it the long skinny way. I'm going to do it in half. So it's kind of like a greeting card. It's the wide way. So I folded the top to the bottom rather than before when I folded the side to side. Fold the top to bottom so that you get this nice big rectangle. And this is what you're going to use for the head shape. Now, the fold needs to be on the left because you want this to be the middle of the head. This will be the outside edge. So this needs to be where the fold is. So you're going to want to do a very similar thing where you're going to just go down a little bit from the top, a little bit from the bottom, make a little dot, and then go out to the edge, maybe make a dot just a little bit down from the corner, and then same thing here. And you're going to want to round the edge as you go down. So come out and then kind of just round that edge. Then go straight down. And you're going to want to round up when you get toward that dot. And you don't want it to be too square. So if it looks too square, you can make it a little bit more rounded. Till you see the line you like. Then my suggestion would be to outline that one with your crayon or Sharpie. You've got your head shape that you like, and then cut it out. And you want to make sure it doesn't dip down in the front. So I just did that by accident. I want to make sure that I'm coming up instead of dipping down. So let me cut this out. And this is going to be my head shape. Be very careful when you are cutting. Alright, so now you're going to have this nice rectangle when you unfold it. If you have anything that dips down or goes inward, you can always trim the edge. And you know what, this looks a little bit kind of too square to me, so I'm just going to go and round this out with my scissor. Just a little bit. Let's see if that helps. Alright, I think that looks a little bit better. So now I've got my head shape and I've got my body shape. Perfect. Now if you want yours to be skinnier or something like that, you can always trim it. I know this is a little bit hard to see because it's so big, but you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to make mine just a little bit smaller so you guys can see it better. Perfect. So now I'm going to take my head and I'm going to draw the hairstyle that I want. Now for mine, I decided not to cut out the pink paper for the cheeks or any of the elements of the mouth or the eyes. I drew everything. So I am going to go ahead and draw my face and do the crayon and everything and do that in that order. And you'll see that in this video. There's another way you can do it if you want to collage the eyes and the cheeks and your facial features that are bigger, like the mouth. you can do that, and those directions are in slide 17. So there are 2 different ways you can do these next steps. I'm doing one way, the other way is in the slide. So just depending on what materials you want to use, you could do either way. So here you can see my process. I'm drawing in the costume, I'm outlining with crayon, and then I'm going to go back and I'm going to use watercolors to paint in. Some things I did color in completely with crayon, like the cheeks, because I wanted to just make sure that those were nice and clean. So I just chose to color some things in with crayon and some things to paint with watercolor, and you can make those kind of choices too for your character. Once you're finished, you're going to glue everything together, set it to dry, and then take a photo and upload it to Artsonia.